nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Do the gods truly have no mercy?
You lead.
Only the dead and the desperate end up in this part of the desert. You appear to be neither, so you must be a very brave soul. Do you intend to enter the cursed grounds? The tears of the dishonored? It is a place of decay, a place even the gods do not acknowledge. It is where the dishonored dead are sent. When one has shamed themselves beyond redemption, his or her body is dumped here, unwashed and unconsecrated. My wife's remains were sent here, unjustly. She was a good woman. I have come to see her remains consecrated, but it has proven difficult. I wonder if you could assist me. If so, come to the gates of the burial grounds and I will explain.
Hope we find something interesting today. What would you like to talk about? We've already been through more together.
As you can see, this is a horrible place. They just dump the bodies anywhere. And the predators, these harpies, come to feed on the corpses. My Zaria, she does not deserve this. She has done nothing wrong. It was her older brother's fault, the dirty thief. He took advantage of her. He came to Zaria, on the run from some dangerous people to whom he owed a great deal of money. He asked her to sell some items he and his friends had acquired. Yes, and Zaria knew that. But her brother promised to find legitimate work once he paid his debts, so she agreed to help. But then he and his friends came back, asking her to fence more stolen items, and threatening violence if she refused. She turned them into the guard, but they had planted evidence on her, suggesting she had stolen some valuable gems. In the end, they were all executed, even my poor Zaria. So now I ask, would you be willing to consecrate her remains? No. If I did, I would have presented it long ago, and perhaps saved her life. As it is, though, I do not expect to have her exonerated. I only ask that her remains be consecrated. I understand your hesitation. Perhaps you would at least consider it. Take these funerary oils and perform the consecration. You will know Zaria's corpse because she still wears the wooden ring I gave her when we were first married. Find her remains and pour the oil upon them. That is all I ask.
If you have come to search my remains for the gems I was accused of stealing, then you are both a coward and a fool. You will not find the gems here. Only the corpse of a good woman who did not deserve this dishonor. No, wait! Please do not. It is sweet of Darius to try to do this for me, but I am not ready to go to the far shores. My body was dumped here for a crime I did not commit, and I would see myself exonerated before I rest. I do. The fiends who did this to me, my brother and his friends, their remains are here too. They framed me for stealing valuable gems, but the truth was that they swallowed the gems. They died with the proof of my innocence in their guts. Yes, as the corpses of the dirty dogs have decomposed, the gems have been exposed. If you would recover these gems, that would prove my innocence. Oh, Tuwaka, bless your soul. This will be immensely satisfying. Search the corpses of my brother Thadret, Hillid the Blade, and Islaeth the Highwayman. I expect their spirits may come forth. I may show up as well, just to watch you smite them. Islaeth the Highwayman, you dirty dog. Show yourself.
All right, but don't cry for mummy.
Betrayed us first.
Thadret, being your sister was my greatest dishonor. You disgust me. Show yourself.
You're a fool, Zaria, even in death. Charge!
Hillid the Blade, you cowardly liar. Show yourself.
You got what you deserve, wench.
May those bastards' evil souls languish here for all eternity. Now we must only nullify the wrong they did to me in life. If you will take the gemstones back to Darius, he can present them to the authorities and prove my innocence. Justice is done. Thank you for your part in this. I am ready to go to the far shores even now. Take my ring and the gems to Darius. I know he will see this through, and with that knowledge, I can rest. I am. Do what you came here to do. Goodbye.
I prayed Tuwaka would guide you. Did you find Zaria? I heard fighting amongst the dead. Is she all right? Wonder of wonders. Her ring shows you speak the truth. And these are the stolen gems. They will prove her innocence. I can bury my wife with honor beside our family. This is more than I ever hoped. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mother Morrowind has her eye on you. Something you needed to...
You look like a person of great intelligence. Allow me, Wayfarer, to let you in on a secret. What? Sand-blown mine, my friend. I don't even know where that is, or what it is even. Is it nearby? Sending people to a mine? By more was left teat. Why would I do that? Is there gold there? Dreadful. Well, all this talk of snakes and mines. It is exhausting. I'll just be going now. I have a long day of work tomorrow. Lifting things, you know, carrying them, that sort of thing. It has been a pleasure speaking with you. Well, that is to say, they made me do it. Friend, I beseech you, show mercy. I am an innocent man. I had no choice. They told me they would feed me to the snake if I didn't cooperate. Please, just let me go.
Mind the skies, there are harpies about. What's this? I'd heard that he was pestering people, but I certainly didn't suspect anything this sinister. Now that you mention it, though, we have had more than a few disappearances recently. We naturally suspected the harpies. Thank you for bringing this simpering cur to me. If what you say is true, many dear friends fell to this dog's treachery. I look forward to returning the favor. Mind the skies, there are harpies about.
Whatever the constable does to me, it'll be better than being eaten by a snake. At least I hope so.
We'll take out the sentry on Western Parapet first, then we'll charge the main gate. Now here's one who I know is loyal to the king. It's good to see you again, my friend. You're going to find this hard to believe, but the damned Imperials are here. They've seized control of the city. For the moment, at least. They're in league with the damned Withered Hand. As if we didn't have enough necromancers to deal with already. No matter what, we can't allow the Imperials to get a foothold here. We're going to take the city back and kill them. All of them. I'm glad I have one of us fooled. The Imperial curs actually have one up on us. They're holding hostages, and the king doesn't want their blood on his hands. I need someone, an official, to go in and free the hostages. What do you say? Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded, my friend. You have my word. I can even make this easier for you. Wear this Imperial armor, and you should be able to walk around the city unnoticed. There are 4. Lord Zagari, Magistrate Govan, Shamon al-Sentinel, and Lady Moyaltha. I'll mark your map where they're being held. The flea-bitten Imperials have blocked many of the ground-level doors, so I suggest taking the bridges. I don't think they will. Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded. There are 4. I don't think they will. The Imperials think strategically. They took the hostages to protect themselves, and they don't want to give that up. If they do kill them, well then, that just means we can go ahead and attack. Don't know exactly. Our spies in Cyrodiil knew nothing about it. I suspect they've been in league all along, though. Probably some necromancer treaty they all signed in blood or something. Either way, my blade doesn't discriminate. Generally speaking, I'm sure they are. But I'm more concerned about the Withered Hand. Those evil bastards won't rest until they've killed every last one of us. We can't fight the Imperials if we're all dead. Here you go. This should help you get around the city unnoticed while you're freeing the hostages. Be wary, though. Some of the Imperials may not be so easily fooled. They've gone from bad to worse. The Horajad can't even go out in public without getting heckled. Crazy as it sounds. The damn crowns have people believing that if the king steps down, the Withered Hand problem will just go away. I heard. Prince Azaz singing your praises all across the desert. The prince might be headed here soon. I hope so, and I hope the 2 of you can find that last Anse ward.
Hail, O wayfarer. Unless you're of a mind to step in, leave me be. I've much for which to account.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
What happened here? This is terrible. Did the Imperials do this? I hope Shiri was not here. Did you find any evidence that she visited? The leaders of the Withered Hand? But that would mean Shiri is one of them too? A necromancer? You think Tears of Set with that text, and we have no idea where she is? This is unthinkable. Shiri came to me only a few months ago, but she seemed so dedicated. Of course she was. She was studying the Anse wards. How could I not have seen this? I hope we find her before she does something terrible. I just don't know. Her brothers are dead, and we have recovered 2 of the Anse wards. Does she have the 3rd? Is the Withered Hand now under her command? Was it all along? There are so many questions. I will need time. Time we don't have. I'm not sure. Perhaps the Motalian necropolis? Her father's remains are there. Yes, that may be where Shiri has gone. It is just on the other side of Sata Kalam. After the Imperials are driven out of the city, getting into the necropolis will be easier. It was not easy. I had to sneak by the Imperials, but I was worried about the book Shiri was carrying. I was worried the Withered Hand would get their hands on it. Unfortunately, though, it seems they already had it.
Still here. Thanks for asking.
Heal me!
Praise Zet. I can no longer abide these infidels. Did King Faharajad send his army? Alas, I never dreamt I would say it, but I swear eternal loyalty to King Faharajad. We must cease this crown against forebear business. We must be united against the Imperials.
Hope we find some...
Quiet, you beef-witted louts.
Thank the gods! I hope you're not too late. More Imperials are coming into Sata Kalam every day. We need to take back the city before they dig in. Ah, Thoda. I know him well. That's very encouraging. I've been listening to their strategies. I can give the general some good insights into how to plan the attack.
Kava's red feathers. Do I dare to believe my eyes? I have been watching that door for so many days, I had ceased to hope. Tell me, did the king send his army? These Imperials could launch a full invasion if they are not stopped. Then we must move with haste. The Imperials are using a secret passage to enter the city. If we can collapse the passage, we can stop them from sending reinforcements. There are old smuggling tunnels that run beneath the mountains from Backloggery to Satakalam. I believe the entrance to one of these tunnels lies beneath Magnifico Korshad's manor. I believe he betrayed us to the Imperials. Everyone else was killed or kept hostage, but I saw Magnifico Korshad walking freely among the Imperials. You should search his manor at the northeast edge of the city. That may put the Imperials on alert, though, so free all the hostages first.
Probably shouldn't be proud of that. I need healing!
I am extremely pleased to see you. I always thought the Imperials were civilized, but the way they've treated us, they're absolutely swine. Good. I don't think I could have tolerated another day up here. I'm afraid of heights, you know. I trust the other hostages are being freed as well.
Oh, Rutka, who set the star. Believe it or not, this is the High Temple of Satakalam. Everyone agreed it was the most beautiful temple in all Alakir, before the Imperials came. But they have defiled our sacred space. I do not know how we can restore its former glory. Because they are worshippers of Molag Bal. They spit on our faith. They spit on our culture. They spit on our gods. Not only did they kill the other priests, but they ransacked the building, taking everything of value and destroying the rest. I don't know. Perhaps. All these other things can be replaced, but they took the temple's relics, sacred ornaments that date back to the time of the regatta. If you could reclaim these relics, that would be a start. If you can restore our relics, perhaps my faith will return, and we can restore the temple. There are 3 relics missing. They represent body, mind, and spirit. The Sword of Shabnam, Majil's Scroll, and the Lamp of the Satakalam. Sadly, I do not know. The Imperials have stolen them and taken them I know not where. Perhaps we must trust in the gods. If it is their will that the temple be restored, they will guide your steps. They are the sacred tokens of this temple. All temples have relics to honor the gods, but these are specific to us. They were dedicated centuries ago when the temple was built. They represent the aspects of the Red Guard in mind, body, and spirit. I would gladly trade places with any of them. And I tried. I begged the Imperials to take my life. But they left me. They wanted me to stay here and suffer with the knowledge of my useless faith. You return. I cannot believe. Do you have the relics? I did not believe. I prayed and prayed, but felt nothing. I was convinced the gods had deserted me. But you are their sign to me. You must act with the honors, of course. Replace the relics on their respective altars. I believe I can sense the gods returning already. I lost my faith, but you have restored it. No, you have done enough. More than enough. You have restored the temple's treasures. These relics were all that was here when the temple was built, and they are all that is needed for it to be rebuilt.
Mara's bosom is a dull one.
All right, but don't cry for Mummy.
This person is our enemy. Quickly, kill the intruder.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Whoever you are, I rejoice that you have come to my rescue. The Imperials have kept me locked in here. I deemed it likely that they would seize control of all Alakir. Yes, it's true, but only because resisting would have been to no avail. They sought to use my manor as their command center. They would have slain me if I had not complied. Coming in, I do not have any insight on this. I have been contained here in the manor the whole time. I did not even witness the Imperials marching into the city. Yes, but please don't hurt me. I did. I permitted the Imperials to use the smuggling tunnel beneath the manor, but I regret it now. There's a hatch below. Take the key. Do whatever you wish. There are barrels of kindle pitch down in the tunnel. If you place them near the supports and ignite them, that should collapse the tunnel. I am very sorry for what I have done. Perhaps you could permit me to leave?
Good work. Hostages came out and we attacked. Cut right through the bastards and scoured the city. Just a handful of Imperials holding out now. They still haven't figured out how they got here, though. I'm worried reinforcements may be on the way. It was a tunnel. Does that mean they were coming from Backloggery? I guess that's a concern for another time. I'm damn glad you collapsed the tunnel, though. I guess that's a good day's work for all of us. There's more to be done, though. Always is, isn't there? Prince Azaz's here. He says they've tracked down the 3rd Anseh Ward, and he wants you to join him as soon as possible at the Metalian Necropolis. It's a dark place. The largest necropolis in all Alakir. It's just west of Satakalam. If the Withered Hand's there, I know the Prince needs help. I'll send troops as soon as we're done in the city, but I suggest you join him now if you can.
You're here? Thank the gods. We need you. The 3rd Anseh Ward is here. That girl, Shiri, the Scholar's apprentice. She is a necromancer, and she has come to the necropolis. We have to stop her. Raising the dead. The consecrated dead. The very dangerous consecrated dead. The most evil people who ever walked the sands of the Alakir are entombed in the Metalian Necropolis. Prince Azaz and I came to stop them, but we were overpowered. I fear he is either dead or taken captive. We were attacked by so many, so fast. I tried to find him, but to no avail. I came back to catch my breath. With you here, though, I am willing to try again. If you are, that is. We must hurry to find the prince. That girl, Shiri. She is not who we thought she was. She is heartless. Given the chance, I have no doubt she will kill the prince and raise him as her undead thrall. We must not allow that to happen. Thronekeeper Farvad and several of the prince's guards came here with us, but most of them were killed when we were attacked. It happened so fast. We should have been more prepared. He came on his own. He said someone warned him about Shiri and that he was directed to come to Metalian Necropolis. Of course, he also said Tuwaka was speaking to him, so I am not sure how much to believe. We were cleaning up at Tava's blessing, putting down the risen dead that remained, but the prince learned that the Withered Hand had been seen here. When we entered the necropolis, they attacked immediately, and Shiri was leading them. Yes, Prince Azaz said she was the sister to Uwafa and Alasan. He remembered her from when she was a little child. I was just shocked to see her cursing us and casting her dark magics. She is the to raise an army, we assumed. Thronekeeper Farvad suspected something else, though. He would not say exactly, but he seemed very concerned. Perhaps the prince understood what he was nervous about. Regardless, we need to find him quickly.
can't believe you're finding me like this again. It was humiliating enough the last time. There's no time for jests, though. The Withered Hand has stolen back the Anse wards we recovered. They have all 3 again. You gave Anse Maja's ward to me for safekeeping, and so I was holding on to it. Thronekeeper Farvad was here too, with Anse Radon's ward. I think Shiri planned it this way. I think she lured us here to get the wards back. Isn't it obvious? She was fooling us all. Apprenticing with Scholar Zore so she could learn about the Anse wards. Coming along with us to Tava's blessing. She is diabolical. She is like her father. She is the sibling we were warned about. I don't know. I don't even know what she's planning. If we get the Anse wards back, that should at least slow her down, though. Shiri took Anse Maja's ward into the next room, where she performed some kind of ritual. No. After she finished the ritual, she left. But I think the ward is still in there. Please, you have to go in there and get it. And then find Thronekeeper Farvad and the ward he was carrying. I'll catch up. If you untie me first, that is.
Thanks to my sister, I am restored. And now, I will have my vengeance!
You have to know how to scrap.